Podcast.net. Bayern versus Real Madrid, the second leg of the Champions League coming tomorrow. So many storylines going around. Can Bayern Munich set up another German Cup final at Wembley? You know, the last time the Champions League final was held at Wembley Stadium in London, it was between Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. So, Bayern have a chance to recreate that. They won it. Last minute goal by Arjen Robben. Or Real Madrid can go on to do what Real Madrid always does, be dominant. And you're telling me they have one leg against Bayern at the Bernabeu, and then they get to go and play Dortmund in the final to win the Champions League? Man, they will love their chances. They will absolutely love their chances. Real Madrid couldn't have been in more perfect position. And, whoever wins from this game is probably going to win the Champions League. Borussia Dortmund, hats off to them. Congrats to them. They had a remarkable achievement. And I'm not saying that they're done or don't have no chance or anything. I mean, they're in the freaking final, so who cares what I say of them? They're just celebrating right now, honestly. But I do think the winner that's coming out of this game between Real Madrid and Real Madrid and Bayern will be going to the final. I saw some quotes earlier in the game, and Thomas Tuchel talking about this is every kid's dream, and we need to tap into, our players need to tap into their inner child. I get what he's trying to say when he says that. Don't worry about the pressure. Just play the football you love. The dream of playing against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu to reach the Champions League final. It is everybody's dream. It is everyone's dream. And by the way, Bayern, have had their results going away to the Bernabeu. They will beat Real Madrid in the penalty shootout in 2012, I believe, when they reached the final. They've done that before. They have that kind of pedigree. So don't sleep on Bayern Munich. They've also lost the Champions League final in 2010. They lost the Champions League final at the Bernabeu to Inter Milan. So I'm so excited for tomorrow's game. I'm expecting we see some beautiful football, some going up and down transition football from both sides. It's winner take all at the end of the day. Both teams going in thinking they get a goal, they win, or not to get a goal, but they win because it's a draw. There's no away goal. There's none of that worrying about that. It's just go in and get the result, and you're winners. Real Madrid are considered around the 2-1 favorites. It's clear, according to most of the odds, Real Madrid are clear favorites. I'm seeing a money line minus 110 for Real Madrid, plus 280 for Bayern. And I'm seeing simulations, Madrid winning about 50% of them, while Bayern wins about 25% of them, and the other remained in a draw, which that will lead to extra time and penalty. You can't have no draw. But the consensus is Real Madrid are the favorites because they kind of have, when it comes to the recent year, they have the pedigree. Despite Bayern did win in the Champions League a few years back, but Real Madrid, they won it in 2 seasons ago. Last year they reached the semifinals, and this is just what Real Madrid does. They're going to keep themselves in the game, and I think there'll be times in this game that they might suffer because, Real Madrid, they never want it easy. They never make it easy for them. Sometimes they go through the difficult stages, but whenever we look up, they always end up going and advancing. And that's how I see this game going. I think Bayern is going to find some joy in this game, attacking in transition with their players, but I feel like they won't be clinical enough to stay with Real Madrid playing in transition. I don't think they will be clinical enough with Leroy Sané and all that. And I believe Bayern Munich defensively are, prone to lead mistakes. Eric Dyer has been solid this season since he's been loaned in. which he wasn't even supposed to be at this moment. He's kind of supposed to be a squad player, turned out to be a crucial player. But then whoever the other center backs, whether it is Kim Min Jae or Matthias de Ligt or Upamecano, they've had a mistake in them, and they're prone to making mistakes. I mean, Kim Min Jae in the first leg, he handed Real Madrid, 2 goals essentially with stepping up on the through ball when Toni Kroos didn't have no pressure on the ball, or the fact that he made a dumb foul against Rodrigo, who's kind of halfway turned to the goal. And this is by the way, this is a Bayern Munich team that lost 3-1 to Stuttgart a couple of days ago. They really got outplayed in the game, suffering 24 shots to 10 shots on target to 3, got outpossessed by 20%. They kind of did play makeshift lineup. They had Choupo-Moting in, they had Matthias Tell in, but they did play Harry Kane, Gnabry, Dyer, Alphonso Davies, Kim Min Jae, Kimmich, Neuer. So defensively, they had their players in, but it was just a bad performance. Bad performance for Bayern. But that's what they've been. Bundesliga, they've been so bad this season, so putrid this season. They're 15 points off the top of the league, and we're still a few games left away from the end of the season. They've goal scoring wise, offensively, they have some brilliant statistics. 90 goals this season, but defensively just been very, very weak. They've conceded almost double the amount of Leverkusen has. They've conceded 41 goals this season. 41 goals this season. That's more than a goal a game. That is a ridiculous record for a Bayern Munich team. Ridiculous. And that was the reason why that second leg, they didn't come out with an advantage. So defensively, I don't think they can play mistake-free football at the Bernabeu. I don't think defensively they can stay clean all game. I think Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, a guy like Brahim Diaz coming off the bench, they will give this Bayern Munich defense all that they could handle. And I think that Bayern Munich, at the end of the day, can't handle it. Through their play, obviously, Bayern is through the attacking power. They have the ability to compete with Real Madrid, but just too much mistakes at the back. And I don't think Emmanuel Neuer will be enough to bail them out in this tie. I don't think he'll be enough. So I have to say Real Madrid. For me, they are the clear favorites, and for me, I'll be shocked. I'll be personally shocked if they're now in the Champions League final. If I'm coming here tomorrow and I'm talking about an all-German Cup final, I'll be very, very, very shocked. Very shocked. Because I think defensively, they don't have what it takes. And Real Madrid has the football heritage, the football culture, the football traditions. Whenever they get to these kind of moments, I trust them. I trust Carlo Ancelotti. Not saying I don't trust Thomas Tuchel, but Carlos Ancelotti has won multiple Champions League at multiple clubs, and he's been a brilliant, brilliant manager for such a long time. While Thomas Tuchel and Bayern, they've struggled a lot this season. But yeah, I think I have to say I believe Real Madrid is moving on.